Good afternoon, madam.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. My name is U. Janardhan Reddy, madam. I am from IT department from Vignan University. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I have 3 years of experience, madam, in teaching. My hobbies is playing chess and caroms, reading books.
Chess and caroms.
Okay. I want to learn advanced topics in networking and artificial intelligence. Hello.
Okay. So
Hello,
what
madam.
kind of books do you read?
Yeah, subjects only, madam.
Okay. Right.
Good afternoon, madam. I am RSM Lakshmi Patibandla from MCA department, Vignan University.
Yes, Lakshmi.
I already taught Java programming. Now I have to improve practical oriented teaching.
Wonderful.
Practical project development in product development using Java.
Okay. Excellent. What are your hobbies?
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, madam.
Yes, Lakshmi, go ahead. I asked you what were your hobbies. So, all of you.
Hobbies: reading books, watching TV.
Okay.
Hello, madam.
Yes, Lakshmi, we got that. Pass it on now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
I am Venkatram Reddy, CH, madam. I am from the Department of CSA. I have 2 years of teaching experience.
Sure.
Up to now, I taught 2 subjects like operating systems and Unix and Shell programming, madam.
Right.
So my hobbies are playing cricket and listening music, madam.
Wonderful. Thank you very
I
much.
want to know more about Java and data structures, madam. So that's why I'm taking the training from you, madam.
Wonderful.
Yes, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well, Venkatram Reddy.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
This is G, ma'am, Parmana Garnipudi from CSE department from Vignan University.
Yes.
Ma'am, are you hearing my voice? Is it audible?
Yes, Parimala, very well. Thank you.
My hobbies are browsing. Generally, I search for some different subjects through online. I would like to know the subject. So, the main theme behind this to attend the FDP program is to know the practical knowledge of computer architecture. Already I have subject computer architecture. Now I would like to know the practical knowledge, how to tell that subject practically to the students.
Okay.
Practical orientation only now.
Okay.
Any other information you need from me now?
Well, what are your hobbies?
Web browsing, online search.
Online search. So at work you're on the computer, off work also on the computer, huh? So also you are on the computer, even at the outside work, hobby time also on the computer, online browsing.
Yes.
Don't want to leave the computer.
Only in the phone.
Okay, Parimala.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Is it audible?
Very well.
As this is Balakshore from CSC department. So I have 2 years of teaching experience. I taught object-oriented programming, and I want to learn the project-based teaching. Project-based teaching. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
So I want to learn just how to implement the project-based towards the subject.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to share, Balakishore, about yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else want to share?
My hobbies are reading newspapers and browsing it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
The next
Good afternoon, madam. This is Suvarna from CSE department.
Suvarna, welcome.
Okay, madam. My hobbies, I have 5 years of teaching experience, and my hobbies are reading books, reading newspaper, and playing chess, etc.
Okay.
Madam, I already taught data structures and design and analysis of algorithms and OOPs also. And I want to know advanced concepts in Java, and also I want to do the research in data structures.
I see. Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we hear from the next person?
These are the available faculty here.
Pardon?
These are the only registered faculty here who spoke with you.
So there are a few more faculty who are registered, at least on the net. Are they here too?
They are in the work, ma'am.
I see, they're not here right now. So like Pratap Kumar and Venkat Rangarao, all these people are not here. So that's fine. Let's talk. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are here. I see
Yes,
more.
ma'am.
I see more than 7 people over there. So I want to know who else is down there.
Some people are not yet registered, ma'am. So
Okay. So I'd like to hear from them. Why they are here.
they are the associates and head of the departments, ma'am.
Okay.
Associate professors and head of the departments of the School of Computing.
Okay. Wonderful.
They are not attending the training program. They came to know what is going on in this program, all these things.
Okay. So they're here for the pre-orientation. Wonderful. So may you please pass the mic on to the head of HOD, please, so I can say hello to them.
Good afternoon, madam. This is Viral Mehu, HOD MCA.
Wonderful. Very nice to meet with you, Viranjana garu.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Other people, senior people who are here?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Santi from Department of MCA. We are here just to listen what type of interaction is going on.
Wonderful. Thank you, Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shanti garu. So let me give a little background about the CIT program and the teacher training program there are. The whole idea is that we have got NASSCOM complaining about students. Can you please try and shut off your mic on the other side? Please select.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. So NASSCOM has been complaining about the students not graduating, or if they graduate, they are not immediately employable by the industry. I myself have worked over 25 years in the industry, both in the US and in India, with companies like AMD, National Semiconductor, and so on. Just a moment. Hello, are you able to hear me now? Hello? Yeah, just type in the chat. Awesome. The whole purpose is that after having, if you are not able to hear me, please type in the chat window any concerns that you may have. Okay? If you are able to hear me, just type yes so I can continue. You can't hear, can you hear me now? All right, very good. So we shall continue. So having worked over 25 years in the industry, both in the US and in India, one of my observations is that the students who are graduating from even the best colleges are unable to work directly in the industry. This is because of, while they cover a lot of subjects, they are unable to get a practical orientation. They are unable to also understand where is this all useful and applicable in real life. So this is the whole rationale for this whole program. So the DIT, the Department of Information Technology, the Ministry of Communication IT, created this program called Manpower Development. They wanted students to be trained appropriately, and the way we felt that students can be better trained is by training teachers. Because that's the one way that it can be scalable. The whole thing is that learning is not all about listening to lectures. It's been known, and there's been studies that Professor Eric Mazur has conducted in Harvard University and in MIT, that listening to a lecture, the brain activity is practically very low, 0. And that's the most of the time, that's what we do in the class. We give lectures, yes? And that doesn't seem to work very well. The attention span of students is very little, especially this generation of students. When we were going to college, I think we were able to listen to 1 hour and absorb it. We used to make notes. So we're doing something else besides listening. So some absorption was taking place. However, this generation, you might be noticing while you're giving lectures, everybody is busy doing SMS, sending messages, right? This is what's going on. And you're wondering, what am I doing in the classroom? Can you all please listen to me? I'm teaching and you are doing something else. This is what's happening in the classroom. So, how can we do something which I call flip the classroom? Flipping the classroom is all about making the students do work in the classroom. You're not lecturing, you're making them do work. So it's learning by doing. This is what it's all about. There's been a saying by Confucius that I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. So we are working on the principle of the student listens, writes the exam, forgets. So the next semester, he comes along, we ask him, what did he learn? He says, I've already forgotten. Now I had to concentrate on this semester's subjects. What do you think I'm doing? So that's the state of the affairs, my dear friends. So as teachers, we have a responsibility to think, we are teaching, but are the students learning? This is the question. And if we cannot honestly answer that yes, they are learning, then can we be motivated to do something different? Can we engage in a different philosophy? Engage in learning by doing. And this is what we are talking about. We're talking about a different methodology, a different pedagogy of engaging in the classroom so that the students can actually learn, can be excited about learning, as opposed to you got 10% of the people busy taking notes, sitting in the first bench, and everybody wants to be in the last bench, but there's only one last bench. If you had multiple last benches, they would all be there. That's the story of our life, right? So, it's great that you're teaching lots of wonderful advanced courses. I'm very happy to welcome Parimala, Naresh, Janardhan Reddy Garu, Suvarna, Lakshmi, and Venkatram Reddy to this workshop. Because you might have been teaching many things, but can you see how to engage your students, all your students in the classroom? How can you learn a few different things that we have learned along the way, things called learning styles. How many of you are familiar with learning styles? Just raise your hand, please. I can see you. Have you heard of learning styles? If yes, please raise the hand. How many of you have not heard about learning styles? If yes, please raise your hand. This way. Fully. Not half, not quarter, not 1/3, full. Thank you very much. So, we're going to be talking about learning styles. So, I'm going to ask you a question. Suppose you're the teacher, you're talking to your class, only 50% of them seem to have understood, other rest of 50% are putting blank faces. What do? You can type in the chat window, whatever is the popular answer. What do? Repeat. Of course you're going to repeat, right? And you're going to repeat, and still, unfortunately, that 50% who had the blank faces, the number hasn't reduced. They're still having blank faces. What do you do now? Well, these are some of the questions that we will take up in the training program. Also, how many of you are familiar with Bloom's taxonomy? Have you heard of Bloom's taxonomy? Excellent, excellent, wonderful. Do you use Bloom's taxonomy concepts while you're teaching? Okay, Naresh, only one person who has raised the hand, I suppose. Right? What do?
First of all, I divide the concepts based on the knowledge base and the comprehension base, all these things. After teaching 1 or 2 classes, I make the students to prepare a case study on that, which is related to their own streams, so that they work well and they come with a proper problem and a solution. Okay, I suggest them to have some solutions for the problem which they bring to me. So on, by doing this type of exercise, they will come with a good solution, so that I suggest with my solution, compare the solutions what I am having with me and what they had done, so that some sort of interest will be created in the students to work on this particular subject.
Very nice, very nice. So it's good to see that you're already experimenting with these kinds of ideas. So we'll be talking about more such, so that all of the people, I can see that many of the people who are registered also are just 2 or 3 years experienced people. And however, they will still be able to perform as if they are a lot more experienced. And that's the whole goal. Because most of our colleges have got teachers who are practically as young as the students, right? Average age of the teachers is, probably somewhere in the late 20s or early 30s, which is very young. All my teachers, when I went to college, had white hair. Of course, we can get white hair even very young these days, so that can't be a good criteria. But nevertheless, that's what it is. So, what we want to do is bring out all these ideas to the fore. And how many of you are familiar with building your own wiki pages and other things? Just raise a hand, please. So we will be learning to do that as well, building your own wiki pages and using the tools. So we'll be learning many tools along the way to make us communicate our message better. The whole idea is that we want to be able to teach and we want to communicate our message, but a lot of times we get lost in the medium. So we think the tool itself is the great one, and we concentrate so much on the tool that we forget our whole message. So we want to put the right thing in the right place by treating the tool as another tool, like a chart or a model might have been when we were going to school, right? And how many are familiar with Moodle? Excellent, excellent. So are you using it to develop your online quizzes and such things? You can just type yes or no. Okay, wonderful. So we will learn about that as well, and also look at a lot of ideas on also assessment and rubrics, which is basically what does it mean to put the right parameters, how do we take advantage of properly designing questions and so on, so as to make the whole experience engaging. And the most important of all is learning by doing. And we're going to start with our basic, the CIT content, which is, you may be thinking, this is all stuff that I know already and I'm going to go really fast in this stuff. But we'd like you to go through this. And I want to tell you at this point that we've trained over 500 teachers in 74 colleges on this same content. We keep improving the content and we keep adding other stuff as well, like other ideas like the art of teaching things that I just shared with you. And I've had people who has 17 years of experience, 22 years of experience also participate in the program. So we've had teachers all the way from 0 to 22 years of experience who participate in the training program. There was one teacher, 17 years of experience, who said, I've been teaching Java for 6 years, but now after doing this, I feel I can make a difference to the students in their learning. So this is what was the feeling. So the most important thing for us is to be open in our learning. Can we be open? At this time, I want to say a prayer, and I would like you to join me in this. Saraswati Namatubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Why is it that when we are praying to Saraswati, we are always saying Vidya Arambham? We did all that when we were little, no? When we were 2 or 3 or 5 years old, we finished all that, Arambham. Now only continuation is going on. Why Arambham? Every time we pray to Saraswati, why should we pray like that? So it came to me the other day that every day is a new day. Sometimes we have to unlearn things and relearn things. Unlearn and relearn. Unlearn things and learn new things. Are we ready for this? Can we be ready for this? That is the question. And I can honestly tell you that every day of my life, I learn. And I enjoy learning, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Being an educator, sharing my knowledge with teachers, with students, and seeing, can we make a difference to the students? So much so that they remember what is it that we have learned and how we can make a difference. And this is the real key. So in this regard, we would like to proceed. So I know that many of you have put lots of very exciting potential goals for this, and some of you have said, I would like to see the practical side of things. Definitely you will get to see the practical side of things, and you will be asked to do the things hands-on, which means from morning till evening you will be doing things. You may be doing things that apparently are very basic, but it's good to put yourself in the student's shoes and see what does a student feel when they are doing this. And if they are able to understand this and we are able to guide them through this, then we are better teachers. We are better mentors. Can we be better mentors? That is the question. So, if some of you are feeling that you are going faster because of your prior knowledge, it's perfectly fine. There's also a lot of advanced courses that we have developed, including data mining, data warehousing, computer architecture, and so on, that are also done in the learning by doing fashion. So we can take advantage of offering you those, and you can, separately opt to get further on those additional courses during your summer, and if you are on the fast track, right? Some teachers may be taking their own time and doing things. That's fine. So we have this, and we recognize this in the beginning, and we try to work it out so that we help the people wherever you are. The hope is that you're going to get better. So if you are here, you're going to maybe get over there. If you are here, you get over there. So that you will learn to be a better teacher, a better person in the classroom, so that the students can learn better and can be better performers in life. And this is the hope. One of the teachers I was listening to the other day was saying, my job is to just go to the classroom, teach. I don't care if the students learn or not. I have to cover the syllabus, and when I cover the syllabus, I'm done. And I just pack up my bags and I leave. And then there was another teacher who said, no, I work on building relationships with the students. I really know my students, so that when I know my students, they are more likely to learn from me. What is your experience? What do you do in the classroom? Think about this. If I know as teachers you get immense pressure from your management, your HODs, and your principal to cover the syllabus. But my only request is that please don't try to cover the syllabus so fast and so much in desperation that cover it all up so very nicely that your students cannot uncover anything. Yeah? So that is my request. And in this endeavor is what we have worked on doing this whole teacher training program. I know it's going to be hard for teachers who are standing and lecturing and going away to sit from 9 to 5. And I congratulate you for taking the time and to dedicate your summer, 2 months of this for learning. And we hope to make it a wonderful one. Do you know about the fact that you have to be sitting in front of the computer and learning by doing? Yes or no? If yes, please raise your hand. Wonderful. And still you are sitting here without going away. I want to give a big hand, and you give a big hand to yourselves. Because when we can become students, that's when it's the most fun. I know that we had teachers who come in, and in the first week of training, I says, I am here because my principal sent me. I am here because my HOD sent me. I don't want to be here, and all these things. But within 1 week or so, they settle in and they start enjoying themselves. And they are excited about learning, because now when a student asks a question at a detailed level, if you are at a very high level and not actually playing with software and doing programs, you're not going to be able to help them. If you're not going to be able to help them, you will not get their respect, their understanding, and their collaboration. So if you have to make a deep connection, you have to be knowledgeable. And the other thing that we will be talking about is the transformation of the teacher from being a teacher to a mentor. So you're not doing a one-way communication. You're there when the student asks you for help and you're able to help them. And this is what it's all about. And if we can do this, the student is going to remember this for life and come back and say, "We thank you so much for helping me. You have helped make a big difference in my life, and this is what it is." I think this is what we all as teachers look for, don't we? So, at this time, do you have any questions? Are you ready to sit for another half an hour? Yes? Yes is this one. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to ask you a question, all right? How much water can we pour into a pot that is full of holes in order to fill it? How much water should we pour into a pot that is full of holes in order to fill it? You can use the mic. Anyone can answer, and I welcome multiple answers. Please. Go ahead, please. You need to speak up a little bit. So how much water are you going to pour? The pot is full of holes and you have to fill it. I can't hear you. Can you use the mic? Yeah, who's speaking? Naresh, you have the mic, but you're not using it. Say something. It's okay. How much water are you going to pour?
Until the water reaches the first hole.
Pardon?
Until the water reaches the first hole.
Until the water reaches the first hole. And then it's gone. And then what?
Yeah, we decide that it cannot be filled.
It cannot be filled. So what are you going to do? Do nothing? Don't pour water?
We change the pot.
We change the pot. Throw away the pot. Awesome.
We should do the patchwork for the pot.
Pardon?
Patchwork.
Patchwork for the pot. Okay, other ideas? I know, this is a fun one. I always get lots of interesting answers. And someone says, inflow must be greater than outflow, and so on. Very, very engineering answers. And somebody will say infinite water, and so on. Somebody will say take the pot and put it in the pond and don't make it move, and it's going to be full, and so on. And now you have got, you know, your wonderful answers. Don't pour. That's great. So this is the thing, right? Now you're the pot. If you think you're full of holes and you don't want to receive, What do? Say, I don't want this teacher. They don't want to listen to me. Take him away. Right? Your students are in your class. They're all full of holes. You're pouring water and the water is going away. You're pouring water and the water is going away. Right? You come and lecture, more and more lecture, and it's going away. And you keep pouring. That's what you're doing, infinite water. But Naresh, I want to ask you the question. Are you over there going and saying, you're not listening to me, so I won't take class. I'm going away. I will not pour water. Is your HOD going to be a very happy person? Probably not, huh? What did you do? You're supposed to go and cover the syllabus. Go back to the classroom. Right? I don't care whether the students are listening or not. You better go do your job. Right? Well, unfortunately, this is the true state of affairs. We are in a complex world. So can we make the students take the patchwork? Can we fix the holes? So that the water that we are pouring indeed is going to stay. So that is our effort. Can we try to engage the students so that they can actually learn? These are some of the ideas and thoughts and endeavors that we need to be working with. And how can we work in this realm? So in Enhanced EDU over here, we have a culture. And I want to share with you this. So I'm going to release the mic. So let me just share that we're going to reinforce core values. This is what we believe in. We believe that everybody has the core values. It's not that they don't have it. We're just going to reinforce it. Okay? And what is integrity? We talk about integrity. And here we are talking about truthfulness, honesty, fairness, doing the right thing even under difficult circumstances. Manasa, vacha, karmana. So a lot of times we'll be thinking one thing, but we'll not be saying it. And we'll definitely not be doing it. But can we be more all together? Doing what you think and said that you would do. This is what we like to encourage you to do, because you as a teacher, doesn't matter if you only have 2 years of experience. You have some thoughts and you owe it to yourself to communicate those ideas and get a fair hearing. And sometimes doing the right things, even under difficult circumstances, is really the one. Just for fun, let's do some fun stuff. So you're going in an auto. The meter reading is 60 rupees. You paid 100 rupees. Auto driver gave you 60 rupees. What are you going to do? So your fare is 60 rupees. The change you got back was 60 from your 100 that you gave. Do nothing. I got back extra 20 rupees, no problem, fine. What are you going to do?
Return back the money.
You'll return back some money. So that's the easy one, right? Doing the right thing under easy circumstances is always easy. Can we do it under harder circumstances? Somebody said, I like to play cricket. So here's for the cricket lovers. You're the last batsman. You know the ball touched the bat, but there was no appeal. What should I do?
I'm not much, I'm not aware of cricket, ma'am.
Okay, let the cricket lovers speak.
They said they'll keep quiet.
They will keep quiet, yes. See, that's where it gets harder. To do the right thing under difficult circumstances. You know the bat touched by the ball. You know that you are out, but you're gonna stay there. So think about these things. These are the real things in life. Suppose you're all teachers, right? You want to get into an environment where there are no invigilators for the exams. Can you even imagine such a scenario? You give exams to your students, you don't have to invigilate, they're going to do the work. Can you imagine this? Is it possible?
It's not possible, ma'am.
Not possible today, perhaps? Not possible ever? Think about these things. So the other thing we talk about is respect for all. This is treating others as we expect others to treat us. You know, is it respect is all about just doing namaskaram like this, or is it something more? You know, respect for people's time. So everybody has a certain times they say that they're going to come by, and then are they respecting the other people's time? Are they doing it? I don't care if people come to me and say IST is this and Indian Standard Time is this and so on. I really don't care. We believe in, and can we live by that? Can we as individuals make the world different by leading by example? That's what I want to know. So these are some things that we hold dear, and it doesn't matter who the person is, whether they're a sweeper or a professor, they all deserve respect as individual human beings, and we believe in this. We'd like to share that with you. So, another point in the culture is caring for the environment. Being able to understand about nature and responsibilities. So let's talk a bit about aiming for excellence. You know, as Vignan University has taken a big step in asking for the teacher training program to be held for the teachers in your college. That's a wonderful thing. That's a great initiative. And it is because of the wonderful vision that's there for the university. And it was looking for excellence in all the things. So do we understand what excellence is? So I just want to ask you a question. In your class, if you want to motivate your students, would you ask them, I want to see who comes first? Is that going to be motivating? Or something else? Go ahead. If you ask who's going to come first, how many people can come first? This is what we do, right? Hello, you have the mic. You can speak. So if you ask in your class of 50, and you're going to ask them, I'm going to measure the success by seeing who comes first. How many people can come first in a class? You have the mic. Go ahead. Can all of them come first?
No.
So how many?
One or few.
One or few, right? So what's going to happen to all the other people? They don't even want to join the race because they know they're not going to come first. They give up before they start. Is that fair? Is that right?
It's not fair.
So here's the opportunity for us to talk about excellence and try and motivate people to go for excellence. That's what we talk about. We can say everybody can try to get 100 in math or 100 or whatever. Everybody can try and achieve it. So they can go for what we call mastery. So that is something that we try to work towards. So excellence versus competition. Let's take this simple example of courses. You're all familiar with courses, right? Let's say this is the direction of B. And you have these three forces. And the sum of these three forces in this direction, is it equal to or less than the individual totals? If let's say this is A plus B plus C, is A plus B plus C, if this was the direction and the force, in this direction of B, is the sum total going to be less than A plus B plus C or equal to? Or greater than? Did you get my question? A, B, C are these three arrows. They are the forces. This is A, the middle one is B, the one at the bottom is C. And this is B, the direction of B is this. In the direction of B, what is the total force?
A plus C.
What is it?
A plus C.
A plus C? Alright, somebody else try. What happened to B? And then, do you get all of A on that in the direction of B? Or do you get something that is less than A or more than A in the direction of B? Come on, this is high school stuff, right? Okay, let me put it simply. This is A plus B plus C. If I show this picture and this is A, B and C in the direction of B, what is the total? Is it A plus B plus C? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go back and ask this question. In this case, this is how the forces are going in these different directions. So in this direction, is it equal to A plus B plus C, less than A plus B plus C, or greater than?
Less than A plus B plus C.
Is that a guess?
Absolutely.
Well, your guess is right. And obviously, if you played tug of war, you would know absolutely without a guess that it is right. Because if you have to win against the other team, you have to pull in the same direction, opposite direction, right? And all the people on your team pull in the same direction. If somebody starts pulling at an angle, you will only get a projection of that in your direction, right? So A cos theta will be what you will get, which is always less than A. Right? So this is what the forces are. Now imagine if people are working in alignment towards the goal, the vision of the college university, what will happen? If people A, B and C are here, what's the total output if they are working in alignment? Is it the sum total of the parts? Or there is something more? And I claim that it is equal to A plus B plus C plus something more. Because when people are working in alignment, the synergy that results from the people working together is greater than the sum of the parts. Right? You get so much enthusiasm, everybody is working in the same direction. So let's do this, let's do, and then you will get some more creativity, some more energy. And that's what it is. Okay. So I want to stop there and ask you if you have any questions right now. This is our culture at Enhance EDU. I have a very young team of mentors. And lots of time when teachers come in to the training program, they ask, where are the lecturers? Where are the gray-haired people? Well, my dear friends, there are none. Because the methodology with which the teacher training program works is we have developed a content that is in the learning by doing mode. And the teachers will be actually working on the content, trying to solve the tasks. They will be doing exercises, and if they are having some doubts, they will go read the material and they will do it. So there is a lot of self-work that is supposed to happen. Why is it important? It's because the students have to learn in this way. And you, the teachers, have to be there as mentors for the student, not spoon feed them, but only be able to guide them. Do you believe you are spoon feeding your students?
For our intake, it is needed, ma'am.
Pardon?
Sometimes it is needed.
Sometimes it is needed. Well, I maintain that it's never needed. I know it's hard. So there's always compromises. But when they graduate, if it is only sometimes it is needed, it's fine. But is it most times that we are doing this? That is the question.
Ma'am, are the research persons are coming to our campus or not?
So we have resource people coming to your campus. So what they will be doing is helping going through the orientation and helping all the teachers learn by doing, because the content is already developed. You already know what it is, the computational thinking, Java, data structures. Some of you may feel that I know all these subjects, why am I having to do this way? So what the answer is that it's not about the subjects, it's about how to make the learning happen. So you are going to experience it yourself and then actually do that. I'm going to introduce the mentors that are going to come, the resource people. So I have here Rakesh. Rakesh Reddy. Rakesh, please come and say hello.
Hi Rakesh.
Suresh, please come.
This is Suresh.
Hi Suresh.
We'll meet you in the campus.
Bharat, please come. Bharat, and don't let their age belie what they can do for you. They have got the experience of 6 to 8 teacher training programs where we have held in the summers we've had 100 teachers at a time going through training. And these few members plus several more of my team here have managed to help mentor them and do that. So the best part is that teachers also don't find any problem trying to ask for help when they're doing it, because they feel like, okay, please can show me how this is done, and they are quite at ease with this. Okay, so that's the process. And we also plan to have other resource people who will be coming and doing the art of teaching, the learning styles, and all those other training programs. I myself hope to come and visit at one point and review with the people. But I also look forward to talking to you who gave you this medium and connect. Any questions?
Ma'am.
Are you all ready to be working on the computer from 9 to 5?
We request you on behalf of Vigyan University to please kindly visit our campus, ma'am.
I certainly will make it a point to visit. That is part of the plan, trying to figure out when it will be. And when I do visit, I also look forward to talking to all the teachers, not just the teachers in this training program, whoever might be there. Because that's one thing that I love to do, is interact with teachers and see what they have to share and their own experience and try to see how to motivate students.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate your coming at short notice. I know that Rakesh had requested that you wanted to hold this on a Friday because Saturday is the second Saturday, and I'm sure you would like to take that break before you start full from in Monday. So that's what we have done. And I'm also sorry that several of your colleagues who are registered for the program have missed this session. So now you have a responsibility, and that is what we call ownership. So we talked about this, right? Taking ownership. So now you all, Parimala, Naresh, Janardhan Reddy, Suvarna, Lakshmi, Venkatram Reddy, and Balkishore, those that are here, you all have responsibility of making sure that all the other people know about all the things that we talked about today before they come on Monday morning. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
That was a very, very doubtful yes, Naresh. Okay, I want to hear a better answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And that's taking ownership. Let me tell you one little story about ownership. It's your house, right? You're cooking. And suddenly the kitchen has gotten fire. And what are you going to do? Come on, anybody can answer. Grab the mic from Naresh.
Please repeat, ma'am.
What will you do, Naresh?
You try to stop the fire.
Trying to stop the fire. You are going to think 3 seconds and then trying to stop the fire. No, that's not right, right? What are you going to do? It's your house, it's your kitchen, it's on fire.
We will take preventive steps. We will take some preventive steps.
Take some preventive steps. What are the steps? You have to go read a checklist somewhere now. Come on, Parimala, what are you going to do?
We won't let our kitchen to make fire.
No, it has caught fire
In our house.
No, it has caught fire. It's an accident. It has happened, Shanti Garu. What to do?
We will take some preventive steps. We'll go outside.
Yes, you're going to go outside. You're going to try to pour water. You're going to call 101 or whatever, and then you're going to say call the neighbors, do something. You're going to do everything at once, right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
But we can't do all the things at one time.
You can't do all of this at one time. You will be surprised what you can do when you are really coming.
Really shocked, first of all.
Yeah, but you'll get over the shock very quickly and you'll take action because it is your house. Adi naadi anukunte chala thingasta. So, ee program course adi naadi anukunte, that's what we are requesting.
Do all the things.
And therefore, మీ కొలీగ్స్ కూడా మా పార్ట్నర్స్ వాళ్ళతో షేర్ చేయాలి. సో దే హ్యావ్ టు బి అప్డేటెడ్ అబౌట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ హ్యాపెన్ టుడే. That is what is taking ownership. That is my request to you all. I hope that you can do it.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
look forward for a wonderful training program.
Session. Thank you, ma'am.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
And thank you so much for taking the time, HODs also and senior people as well. Appreciate. And all of you wonderful teachers who are going to participate in this, get ready with some batting this to sit in for a long time. But it's okay. If you cannot sit for a long time, you can get up and walk around, take a break, and come back and do the work. Because it's not like a classroom. You don't have to sit like that. You can get up, walk around. In between, you can go and play shuttle and come. That's fine. All this is possible. So treat it like a wonderful, fun time. That's what it is. All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming for this pre-orientation. Wish you a wonderful, wonderful training program.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.